Hey, first grade, this is math lesson L7, L11. L11? Huh? Wait a minute. Oh, it's really math lesson 117, not L11. All right. Well, I do have some good news. Math lesson 117, apparently in math lesson 116, I kind of also covered 117. So this is going to be a quick review about writing number sentences for multiplication. Say it with me, multiplication. Yeah, for our times. So if you remember, and actually this is mostly just going to be listening, as I remind you, when we worked on this page in lesson 116, remember that we were drawing the pictures for equal group stories. Okay, we drew the pictures, and then below we were writing multiplication facts to show that our pictures were true. Remember that they are equal groups. Like in this one, in the first story, remember that we had 5 cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each car had 4 wheels. They are equal. 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. When they are in equal groups, we can use multiplication. We had 5 groups of 4 wheels, so we said 5 times 4, and it got us to 20. Remember also that our commutative properties of multiplication mean that we can count by 5s 4 times, or we can count by 4s 5 times. Now, if you are an excellent counter with 5s, then you could say 5, 10, 15, 20. That got us to our answer. Or if you wanted to practice your 4s, you'd need to count 5 4s, like this. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Remember our birthday song? So both of those would get us to our answer. So that's an equal group story. Could we do multiplication if this car had 6 wheels, this car had 3 wheels, this car had 1 wheel, this car had 4? No, because they would not be equal groups. Remember, multiplication or times, they have to have equal groups. Remember here we had the 3 shirts, and each shirt had 5 buttons. Could we do multiplication if this shirt had 3 buttons, this shirt had 1 button, this shirt had 5 buttons? No, because they would not be equal groups. Remember, they have to be equal groups to be multiplication. We could take the groups times the number in each group to get our answer. Okay, so we did that with the hearts that weren't really hearts. And we had equal groups again. We had 6 groups, 3 in each group. So we could practice 3, 6, 9. Count with me. 12, 15. That's right, 18. Here we had 8 bikes. And I'm voting for this one as my best bike ever. Although this guy's not bad. Okay, we had 8 bikes, and each bike had 2 wheels. So those are equal, so we can do 8 times 2. We can do our multiplication. And we did the same on the back, okay? You know, if Cheryl had 5 pieces of paper and Cheryl put 2 stickers on each piece of paper, how many stickers did she use altogether? Because they are equal groups, we can use our multiplication, okay? So in lesson 117, it was basically to write the problems, multiplication problems, like 5 times 2 equals 10, 3 times 6, 18, So writing the problem after practicing the picture, and I kind of mushed it all together. So just quickly, let's look at your sheet. And there is measuring at the top for practice. And let's go ahead and work number 1. You can work with me or you can just listen and work on it later on your own. There were 6 children at the party. Mrs. Parsons put 5 strawberries on each child's dish of ice cream. Draw a picture to show the strawberries on the dishes of ice cream. So, how many kids were at the party? 6. How many strawberries did she put on each child's dish of ice cream? 5. Can that be, well, here's the first question. What type of story problem is this? Is this a some more, a some went away, or an equal group story? Yes, what we were just talking about. This is called equal group. Okay, and maybe we can just write equal groups, because we have more than one group, so we need a suffix s, equal groups. Okay, that's the story problem, which means we can use our multiplication. So I'm going to draw how many dishes? Yeah, there are 6 kids, so I'm going to draw 6 dishes. I'm going to be looking at them from the top. 3, 4, 6. And how many strawberries on each one? That's right, 5. 1, 2. I'm glad they picked 5. I'm very good at counting by 5s. Okay, so let's write our number sentence. How many kids were at the party? 6. Times how many strawberries on each dish? 5. What would my answer be? Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How many strawberries did she use altogether? 30. Answer with a label, 30 strawberries. What would be a shortcut? S-berries? No, because somebody's like, stinky berries? No. Maybe we'll just say SB, strawberries. That's a good shortcut. But somebody might be stinky berries? Silly berries? No, strawberries. All right, here's a graph that's counting by 2s. Again, if you're working with me, great. If not, you can work on it later and you can just watch me for a little bit. How many children, this is a graph where they pick their favorite seasons. How many children chose winter? Well, let's look at winter. You can see the graph counts by 2s. Count with me. 2, 4. Does it make it to 6? No. So what number is between 4 and 6? That's right. 5. Now, how many more children chose spring than fall? That's one of those thinking questions. So first we have to find out how many children chose spring. Count with me for spring. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 kids chose spring. How many kids chose fall? 2. Oh, halfway. So that's how many? 3. So 8 kids chose spring. 3 kids chose fall. What's the difference between 8 and 3? What's different about 8 and 3? Yeah, the difference is 5. 5 more kids chose. And then you'll think of a fact. And if you just want to think of a fact and tell it to mom, we'll call that done. All right, number 3, circle the letters that have parallel line segments. Parallel. Remind me, first grade, parallel. Woo woo, train tracks. Woo woo, train tracks. What do parallel do? That's right, run side by side, never crashing, never moving away. They stay the same. Train tracks. Woo woo. Can you trace circle the letters that have parallel line segments. All right, let's take a look at A. Does A have any parallel line segments? I mean, he's got lines, but if you look at him, this line and this line crashed. So not letter A. Does E have any parallel line segments? Let's see. You think these guys will run side by side and never meet? That's right. So let's circle letter E. What about letter L? You see any train tracks in letter L? No, they already crashed. They crashed right there already. Do you see any train tracks or parallel line segments? Oh, remember that parallel, the word, has parallel lines in it. What about M? Sure. Think about going vertical, this guy and this guy. They would run side by side and never crash. What about the letter V? No, he's already crashed right there. What about Z? Yeah, if I look at his horizontal, his train tracks, they can run side by side and never crash. Good job. Oh, I didn't circle them. M should be circled and Z should be circled. Ooh, that was close. Thanks for following directions. All right, here we've got a mixed number. Do you remember the mixed number? He has what? Two things. He has a whole number and a fraction. He's so mixed up. Is he a whole number? Is he a fraction? Is he a whole number? Is he a fraction? Yeah, he's mixed up. So what's his whole number? Let's see how many whole squares are shaded. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So that's his whole number. He's big, he's tall, he's the boss of them all. Now tell me about the fraction. We know this is going to be a fraction. How many pieces are there? 3 is right. That's our denominator. And how many are shaded? That's right. Numerator. 1 is shaded. So the mixed number, read it with me, is 3 1/3. All right, these are our 2's, and if you've been practicing your 2's, you might remember there's a fantastic trick. It's really just a doubles problem. So anything times 2, double it. So what's 4 plus 4? 8. What's 8 plus 8? 16. What's 3 plus 3? 6. What's 7 plus 7? 14. What's 5 plus 5? 10. What's 9 plus 9? 18. What's 1 plus 1? 2. Or you can remind yourself anything times 1 stays the same. What's 6 plus 6? 12. What's 2 plus 2? 4. What's 0 plus 0? Da, 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 da. And what's 10 plus 10? 20, that's right. Well, nice work, first grade. Thanks for working on that math sheet. That was lesson 117. And that's the end. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, help me, I'm spinning.